This woman in Ethiopia has not eaten in 16 years, not a single piece of food or a sip of water. Doctors in Dubai examined her body and confirmed there are no traces of food in her stomach. But somehow, this 26-year-old remains healthy. I'm going to track her down in the countryside of Ethiopia to find out if she is a superwoman or a straight-up liar. To find the woman who doesn't eat, whose name is Mulawork, we hop on a domestic flight from the modern city of Addis Ababa to the rural town of Jimma. We have found her house. Hello. Hi. Stepping into Mulawork's living room is like entering another world.
I love it.
She's asking you to sit down.
Okay, no problem. There are posters on the walls and a variety of antiques that make it feel like we're stuck in a time capsule of her childhood. And what is it? Did this one say here with a picture of her?
It says, unique creature of the Konta region. Never had water or meal for the last 9 years.
And nobody told us she has a daughter. How could she have given birth if she doesn't eat? Mulawork, usually when I visit people's houses, I like to bring a gift, but I wasn't sure what I should bring you. So is it okay if we, maybe get some food from the market for your family? Would that be okay?
You don't have to worry about that. It's okay.
My question is it disrespectful if I bring you food but you don't eat it?
My sister eats and my daughter eats, so it's not disrespectful.
Okay. Do you ever drink tea?
I make a tea and I make coffee too, but I don't drink none of them.
Something still doesn't make sense, and I want to find the truth, so I invite Mulawork on a walk outside to ask some hard-hitting questions. I came here because I heard that you haven't eaten in 13 years or 15 years. Is it true?
Yes, it's true. I haven't eaten for the last 16 years.
Was there a moment in time where you just ate and then you said, I'm tired of eating, I'm done? Or is it a medical condition?
It was one morning that I used to live with my family, and they asked me, eat breakfast and go to school. She said I had eaten, but she was pretending she had eaten. She never eaten. She lost appetite and for water or for any food.
Have you seen a professional doctor about your condition? And if you have, what have they told you?
Yes, I have seen a doctor abroad, and they have tested me for a week, and they even questioned my mental status. They think that I was crazy, but I'm intact. She said I was pregnant to her, and they have to give a lot of glucose for the baby. Did you breastfeed your child? There was no breast as much.
No breast milk. She did not breastfeed. You seem to have a lot of energy. Where's the energy coming from if you're not eating anything?
I don't even know. It's a nature. Don't question.
Is it an act of God or is it just random?
This is what I believe. It's a work of God. What else could be?
Mulawork, what was the last thing you ate? Can you remember what the meal was?
The last meal I had is injera with lentil.
Do you think there will ever come a day where you get hungry again and you start eating?
I don't think so.
When people watch this video, they're going to think that you're fake, that it's a lie, that it's all for show. What do you want to say to those people?
I have nothing to say to them. They can come and observe my daily life, and I don't eat and I don't drink.
When you say you don't drink, no water, no nothing.
She said I'm Orthodox Christian, I go to church.
Yeah.
There is a holy water that you're supposed to drink. I don't even drink that.
You don't even drink the holy water?
Yes.
If you don't eat and you don't drink, do you ever use the bathroom?
The only reason I go to toilet is because I have to wash my body, and I never use bathrooms for 16 years.
Really? I find that so hard to believe, but I guess if you don't eat or drink, then you don't have to use the bathroom. As we inch closer to dinner, her family starts to trickle in, including the man who first discovered her condition.
His name is Mr. Balacho. He's the one, the first who discovered that she doesn't eat and drink.
How did he first find her?
He used to live in Addis, and every driver used to tell him that there's someone who never eats and drinks, and he was so curious and came all the way here and talked to her and brought her back to Addis 5 years ago. She was tested in one of the biggest hospitals in Addis Ababa, which is called Saudito Hospital, and they have testified there is no remnants of food in her intestine. He has observed her on a daily basis for 3 years. He never saw her eating or drinking.
So, like, nobody else in the world can do that, so why is she special? How did it even happen for her?
I have no idea why it's happened. Her brother told him that ever since she was a child, every time she was given food, she throws away. So she had never had an interest for food. All he knows is since her age of 10, she had no interest for her food.
So why is she not, like, extremely skinny?
She was even bigger than me, so she was now skinnier. The amount of work she does for someone who don't eat is amazing.
We're now just chilling in the living room. She's very hospitable. She's bringing a bed in here, a mattress, so we can lay down, but I'm pretty comfortable on the couch. Our driver has gone to the store and got all the ingredients here for Mulawork to cook. Thank you. We're getting sleepy over here in the living room. It's just so cozy. Mulawork and her sister are preparing dinner right now. They have all these ingredients. I don't even know what they're making, but it's starting to smell really good. She stepped out to put on the headband. Serious business now. It's very surprising to me that she's so passionate about cooking because she doesn't eat. Is Mulawork a good cook?
بتقام
She's the best cook.
She's a good cook, but she can't even try the food to know if it's good.
أتقمص مهم بتقام متقام.
She just have the skill to cook best. She doesn't even test with the salt and the spices, but she just make it perfect.
When you think about chefs in the kitchen, they're always testing it. You just see them like with a little spoon. She's using a black stone to mash up the garlic. If you forced yourself to eat something, what do you think would happen to yourself?
من ما يفتر
She say, I don't think it'll hurt me or do anything, but I have no desire of eating.
That smells really, really good. Like, wow. All right, after about an hour, dinner is ready. She's been cooking up a storm over here. I watched her, like, instead of tasting it, she, like, looks at it really closely on the stick for the texture. She just took out this massive piece of injera. You know, Ethiopian food is my favorite cuisine in Africa, and I've yet to have a homemade meal. What are your thoughts about this meal we're about to eat?
Yeah, it already looks delicious.
That is crazy. She just made that.
Andanya.
Welcome to Ethiopia.
It's amazing. It tastes like it
وأنت
smells.
هيك أمانيا ولا كنت
Ask her what she thinks of the food.
عندنا.
It is like the best.
Whoa. That's really, really tasty. It's like spicy and sour, chewy. I don't know. Very garlicky, oniony. Is it crazy to say the best chef I know is from a lady who doesn't know what food tastes like? So here's what we know. We know that the Prime Minister sent Mulawar to Dubai for medical checkups. That trip is confirmed by her passport stamp, but we have no way of contacting those doctors to ask them what's true. We know that everybody around Mulawar believes her story, not just her family, but also her neighbors and acquaintances who have no incentive to lie. But we also know that it's not humanly possible to survive without food or water, let alone for 16 years. So that must mean that Mulawar is a superhuman, unless she's the most talented liar of all time. What do you guys think? I'd love to hear your debates in the comments down below, as this puzzle remains unfinished.